Today at Stogie Palace, smoking the Torano Exodus 1959 50 years. See a little extra little tab there. Second band. Got a really nice chocolatey on the cold draw. Barnyardy kind of smell to it there. I've had this for over 7 months. Torano technically kind of doesn't exist anymore as an independent company. They were gobbled up by General Cigar, massive company that owns a whole lot of brands. This is a 5.5 by 50 robusto, rated as medium to full strength. Wrapper is Brazilian Arapiraca sun-grown, binders from Honduras, and the fillers Esteli and Pueblo Nuevo, Nicaragua. Cigar Aficionado gave this a 93. I'm going to score it again today. This is the second time. I actually gave it a 97, which is right near the top. Got a couple 98s above it, but 97 is a very, very good score. Paid about $2.30 for this. Pretty cheap. We got it either in a sampler pack or some special, but either way, it was pretty cheap. So let's go a little bit further down. So far, I'll tell you that it's a good draw. It's good. Actually, it's a great draw and great smoke output. Tons of smoke behind the camera. Good flavors, no harshness. Yeah, I remember liking this one. So we'll go a little bit further and see how it goes. About a third of the way in, and ash fell off one little chunk there, no problem. Really smooth retro for sure. Good flavors. Getting a little bit of a change here with a little bit of, I'm not sure what it is. Peppery, but a little bit of bitterness too. I told you what all the tobaccos are that are made to use this. On the Torano.com website, it says with those tobaccos, result is unique and luxurious flavor profile, which is intense and rich, yet rounded and balanced. Sweet, creamy notes dominate the palate with subtle hints of spice, dark chocolate, and raisins, adding further complexity to the sensorial experience. The finish is long and lingering with a distinct leathery note. See, I don't eat leather or wallets. Yeah, maybe that is leather. Power suggestion. So, with Torano now being part of the General Cigar conglomerate, what's going to happen? Don't know. Interesting thing there, because I bought quite a few Toranos when I got back into cigars because of the story behind it. Kind of like with Perdomo and Padron, you know, the names that they're not part of a big monster conglomerate like this is now, unfortunately. So I bought a bunch of these. I had more of this kind than any kind for a while, not anymore, but and I just want to try them all and see what they're like. And of course, I love it. I gravitated towards the darker wrapper, the Maduros and stuff, and giving away some of the lighter wrappers, Connecticut, stuff like that. But this one here is pretty good. So is the Exodus 59 Gold. So let's go a little further. It's moving right along. Probably have to take that little band off pretty soon. See how it goes. About halfway through the cigar right now. If that finish is leather, that would be more like a faux leather or almost plastic, because it's a little too. It's not a natural taste or smell, but it's one I actually get on quite a few cigars. So sure ain't raisins, I'll tell you that. Pretty nice retro though. It's a pretty nice waft. Get that sweet tobacco kind of smell to it. The small band did not come off well at all. Good thing I wasn't planning on saving that, because I was afraid it was going to rip the wrapper, which so far the wrapper's holding up well in 22% humidity. Nah, just wasn't coming out. The only way I could get it off was to pull this top one off completely and then slide the other one up. That was it, because it was just shredding. That wasn't so good. Maybe the glue was old, but remember, this is not even 8 months old, so I don't know about that. Anyway, going pretty quick, just like the last one did. I was looking at my notes from that one, coming out pretty much the same, although the impression that flavors were a little better on that last one when I smoked it like two and a half months ago, right before I started making videos, as a matter of fact. But sure can't complain about the construction. Perfect burn, perfect draw, perfect smoke output. No problems there at all. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird, bitter aftertaste. Not the kind of bitter I like I love dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, all that. This is a little bit different. Could it be leather? Maybe. Leather's more of a thing you smell than lick or eat, but anyway, let's keep going, see how it ends up. Well, the big band, let me show you that real quick. Came off okay. Let's see that. Not a bad band. The glue though, I mean, some of it stuck to the cigar, because I can see some of the wrapper is slightly on the back of the band. Actually, that's probably part of the band coming off of where the glue was, so could have been a better job with the glue. But this one I brought down in score, which is probably realistic, because when I first graded it, you know, and I was first starting out in grading, I was a little too friendly to some cigars, and I've since then brought a couple down into Realityville, and I ended up scoring it exactly the same as Cigar Aficionado, a 93, which is pretty good considering the others that are in that range. Couldn't quite go to the 94, came close. I will say the high points definitely are the construction. The draw was perfect, the smoke output was great throughout, the burn line as razor sharp as it can get. I will say though that the weak spot for it for me was some people like maybe the bitterness or the leathery kind of finish. I don't. And that kind of dominated the middle third of the cigar. The first third and the final third, though, had better flavor and less of a bitter finish. And just for reference, this of course could change, especially with new cigars that I have lined up to smoke. But this is a 93. Just so you know, the top ones for me so far. My Father Fortaleza Antillas, Toro, and Robusto both. And the Rocky Patel Decade Cameroon at the top, 98s. Man of War Ruination and La Gloria Cubana Serie R Robusto and the Padron 1964 Anniversary are next with 97s. And then at 96s, you got the Rocky Patel Platinum, the Sam Lucia Luchador Loco, the Rocky Patel Prohibition San Andreas, and the Perdomo Reserve Champagne Sungrown are next in line. So those end up with 96. So 93, not too shabby. I don't know what's going to happen with these Toranos. Don't know if I'm going to buy more. Don't know if they're going to maintain the same level of quality going over to General. Don't know if they're going to be around anymore. So anyway, thanks for watching this Chris Stogie Palace with the Torano Exodus 1959 50 years in Robusto. So I will see you next time.